to Islands of Adventure today. We came back here the other day but just did Universal Studios. So got up close to some of my favourite sites in Orlando. Resisted. Today, all about Islands of Adventure. I'm delighted to be here, of course, and relieved to be here after what was a quite astonishing journey, even though it's only about 10 miles up the I-4. Basically, if you get off the I-4 and exit early and try and negotiate your way to Universal from there, forget it. Because the signage is just third world, yeah. But we're here. It opened about an hour ago. Doesn't look too busy. It's the 5th of December today. So, as with the others, we're into the Christmas period now. So, Hogwarts has got a project, what do you call it? Projection mapping, Christmas spectacular thing going on, much like Tower of Terror. So I look forward to seeing that. Yeah. Just looking over at Rip Ride Rocket. That was the surprise coaster of the trip so far, actually. Right. One of my favourite entrances, if not my favourite entrance to any park, this port of entry. Absolutely stunning. We are in. Oh, this is even better than I remember. If there's an entrance out there that you prefer to this, leave a comment. I'd love to chat about it. There's just something about this for me. It really is its own land. I know it doesn't really feature on the map. I know it's called Port of Entry, but it's not really considered a part of the park. It's just the entrance. Hulk in the background with its sleek new paint job. Haven't been on it since it was rebuilt. Obviously it's the same ride, but we'll see if it's... It was running pretty rough when I last went on it, and that was 15 years ago. Yeah, not one of B&M's greatest ages. I hope that's for effect. Well, it sounds beautifully smooth. They must have really dampened the roar on this one. It seems very quiet for a B&M. See Jurassic Park off in the distance. And Hogwarts poking out too. We're actually going to go right anti-clockwise or counter-clockwise. Sorry if you wanted it the other way, but I made the decision to say no. I'm going to, because I want to go through the Jurassic Park gates, and they've taken them down that way because of Skull Island. Jurassic Park goats. Yeah, well they might be a goat being offered up to. Depends if they've got a real T-Rex or not. Because if you watch the film, you'll know that real T-Rexes eat goats. Yeah, we're going to go around this way. There's a lot of new stuff to explore for me here. Hogwarts was not here the last time I came. There's a completely new area. Dueling Dragons was still dueling when I last went. Let alone the dueling having stopped and then becoming Dragon Challenge. Yeah, lots changed. I'm not sure if Cat in the Hat ride is a suitable one straight after a big Denny's breakfast, but I'm going to do it. Oh, that's up and running. Every time we've been here, that has not been operating. Oh, we're going to have to get on that today. I actually love this ride. This always used to be one of my favourites in the park, because I don't know if they've changed the ride system, hopefully not, but it really used to whiz you around. It was actually quite intense. Presumably the wait time will be low, if not very low. Oh, do you remember this? Wow. Yes, I do. Is this ours? Yes, it is. Came off Cat in the Hat. Doesn't spin you around with anything like the ferocity that it used to. But having just had breakfast, that's not the problem for me. It was still fun. Just the memories that brought back. I could remember virtually the entire sequence of that, the script and everything. Looks like I'm driving, folks. might be the last scene of the vlog.
And bees just like you, but we might have a few extra ones too. Now A is for apple, as everyone knows. Too bad we don't happen to have some of those. But look
Wow,
out
look at the views already.
A bodacious blue bubble. And bumblebees buzzing won't cause you much trouble.
C is for cookie.
Who said that? Please stop.
Red Rocket in the distance?
This C is for the Circus McGurkus Big Top.
See Poseidon's trident over there?
Come down the road, did you happen to see a sign for a village called MNOP?
Wow.
O is for
The
opposite.
views from up here.
North and south
Oh my God.
going Zaxes. Stubbornly stopped, unbudged in their traxes. P is for perfect. A day at the beach.
You don't
Q
want to
is
drop
for
this
quick.
right now.
Look, that must be a sneech. R is for roundabout. Now you can see we're heading for Sneech Town.
Maybe this is why it's never open. It breaks down every 2 minutes.
Uncle Ub's umbrella is a triple for you. And he just might throw in his underwear too.
Highly enjoyable that was. Yeah, it's the first time that's ever been open when we came in. Bit of behind the scenes footage here. These plants actually power the ride. No, I'm joking, obviously. I'll pretend that one of you fell for that for a second. Now these plants actually are used in the salads in some of the restaurants here. That one I'm not joking about. I am joking. That's a perfect way to start the day. Into Lost Continent now. You get fantastic views all around here, across the lagoon into the other islands. That's partly what I love about this place. They don't try and fully immerse you within each area. You can always kind of look out and see other areas of the park, and I like that. Percy the pigeon. Percy the pigeon, yeah. This is arguably the most stunning area of the whole park, as I remember. It's 35 minutes till the next one, so should we come back and do it a bit later? Yeah. Alright, let's move on. Well, I guess that takes us to Hogwarts then.
Really?
Hogwarts Hogsmeade, which is completely new to me. There's a little bit more of Lost Continent to explore first. Oh, maybe we'll have lunch in there today. #1 theme park restaurant in the world 6 years in a row. Well, I remember this dude. Let's see if he's talking.
Ooh, you taking my picture?
Hey!
Hey, look, I'll give you like live action.
Go on, give me some action. Oh! Beautiful, perfect aim.
Oh yeah, wait, I get better.
Go on. Beautiful. Hey! Nice one. In jovial spirit today is the talking fountain. There's an operating console for that towards the entrance of the park. So I've spoiled the magic. Wow, I've got to admit this is even cooler than I thought it would be when you're here. Because you've got Hogwarts Castle looming in the background. Wow, this is way more impressive than I thought it would be. I don't know, I've watched numerous vlogs and footage since it's opened, and to me it looks slightly underwhelming. Not here, not now. This is amazing. I mean, yeah, the snow doesn't look particularly authentic, but it isn't, is it? Maybe it's because it's a bit cloudier today. The backdrop of the blue sky might take away a little bit from the atmosphere of a village like this. This is unbelievable. One very sad sight in this area is over there. Do you recognise what used to be there?
That would have been the Dueling Dragons, I suppose.
Yeah, that was the entrance to Dueling Dragons and then Dragon Challenge. Unfortunately, all that exists now is some boarding and a crane. Oh, there's some cool rumours of what's to go in there. As I understand it, some sort of motorbike launched coaster through the Forbidden Forest. Hagrid's motorbike with a sidecar, with possible backwards sections and all sorts of stuff going on. At one point there was talk of it being provided by Mac, I think, who did this cool inverted Arthur, is it? I can't remember now. They've done one at Europa Park, and there were rumours of it being that, or a version of that. And then there were rumours of Vekoma doing it, I think. Vekoma, who are really starting to rebuild their reputation now with some very cool looking coasters, particularly the one in Poland. Yeah, this is absolutely gorgeous. I don't think I'll be having a butterbeer today. I had one in Diagon Alley, followed by a Duff, followed by a Flaming Moe. And actually the thought of it is making me feel ill. Seriously, it is making me feel ill. Ollivander's is the famous wand shop from the books and the films. The main one was probably on Diagon Alley, but this one was here first, of course. Maybe Ollivander's is the magical equivalent of Starbucks. You know, there's one everywhere. Any Harry Potter mega fans who can remember any references to pretzels or churros being served in the books, let me know. I'll check out this for a view. Oh man, wow. Right, let's go inside. Well, I am technically a single rider, but I'm going to go through the main regular queue just so I can capture everything, because the single rider queue pretty much skips the whole thing, which I do not want to do yet. I'll skip it on subsequent rides. There's only a 10-minute wait.
That excrescence wouldn't even make a substitute
This
on the
is such an impressive room.
You're mad, Salazar. Just watch. I'll wager young Mr. Potter and Gryffindor beat Slytherin today.
One of those. To keep your treasures safe and sound.
Alright, here we go. So here's a good look at the ride system in case you haven't seen it before. Okay. Right, so just done Forbidden Journey. Oh, hang on, let me just get my photo. But that was great. That was great. That was kind of what I thought it'd be like. Again, you know, watching POVs doesn't really capture that, because it's just, again, that's an example of Universal just getting it right with the blend of screens but actual ride experience. You don't want to go on that straight after your breakfast, because it really tilts you like right up vertical, you know, on your back and stuff. It's not that intense. Probably more intense than Gringotts. I don't know which is my favourite of the two. I need to go back on them both a few more times. You know, I can't really review that completely after one ride, but yeah, that was really, really good. That was as good as I thought it would be. I mean, it's quite old now. I know it's the first time I've been on it, but it's been around for a while now. Maybe they could look at upgrading the film quality slightly. I appreciate their massive screens and stuff, but it looks a little bit blurry and a bit pixelated, you know. Although you are kind of getting flung around, so maybe I'm being a bit critical, I don't know. Really good, really good.
Mommy, Daddy, were any of you drinking my Coke?
Oh, here's Hippogriff. I will go on that today. What was it called before it was Flight of the Hippogriff? If anyone's watching this and knows, comment please. It saves me looking it up. I'm going to go back on. I don't know why. I had a feeling this might be one of the slightly more underwhelming new experiences for me here. Got that wrong, didn't I? Well, we say goodbye to Hogwarts and Hogsmeade for now. As we cross the bridge into
Like Hogwarts in the background.
Of the castle poking up behind there. There's some photo opportunities around here. We'll go in there in a minute. Look behind me. Look at that. Is that not one of the great theme park views? Like I said before, I love the fact that you're quite clearly in Jurassic Park. But they don't try and shield everything else from you. They don't try and keep you 100% immersed in that. They, because, you know, look at this sort of photo opportunity and just place to sit down, you know, and catch your breath and have a look around. It would have been a real shame if they'd restricted these views and opportunities. So this puts us at about the halfway point in the park. You've got port of entry back up there. I mean, we've only really done 2 rides so far. Well, 3, 4, but 2 of the main attractions. We'll go back and do Poseidon's Fury a bit later on. Really nice that that train was running around Sea's Landing, and still is. I can see it poking up in the background. Normally, of course, when I was younger, I'd come here and I'd just want to start the day on that, run straight to the Hulk and Dr. Doom's Fearfall. But it's quite nice going the other way around this time and saving that. And then you've got is Toon Landing? Is it? It's Toon something. No, Cease Landing. What's it called? Toon Lagoon. Blimey. Yeah, and got 2 really good water rides there. Dudley Do Right gets some flack, but I love it. I think it's great. And Popeye, that's got to be one of the best, if not the best, rapids going around. Ooh, let's go left. Just to mess with you. Well, everyone remembers this scene in the original film. In my top 5 films ever, Jurassic Park. It is the ultimate action, sci-fi, adventure film. So let's pick ourselves an egg. Let's go with this one. So, slide it across to scan it. Hang on, wait. No. Oh. Killed it.
She can't have that water. No, do not feed it to her. That's on you. All right. Nice and calm. Easy. She mad now you wouldn't give it to her. See what you started? Hey, calm it down. Oh my God. No. Stay calm. Oh man, all right. Let's pull him out.
Just had an amusing encounter with the velociraptor. And now it's, there's cloud. Well, there's a lot of cloud as you can see. But it's still quite humid today. Definitely time for this.
To Jurassic Park. The ultrasaurs in this lagoon are among the largest creatures ever to walk the earth.
Oh. All right, pal.
Plenty of vegetation period. During long and healthy life.
Oh. Oh, he's knocked us off course.
River plants and
He's knocked us
the
off course.
coral cranial cavities.
Oh dear. Oh! Hey! Oh, got right in the ear.
Please no recording at this time. Please no recording at this time.
That's a classic ride, that. I love it. Got some good shots in there. Got sprayed right in the ear. And then got bollocked for filming. So that's why I had to stop suddenly. Just going to get some shots of the ride coming down now. Oh, here it comes. That is a wave and a half it creates when it comes down here, seriously. Now then, this is completely new to me. It's quite new to the park. I've heard pretty much nothing but bad stuff about this, so let's get on it and find out for myself. I'll be the judge, ultimately. It's very impressive to look at, I must say. Very impressive. I really religiously followed this when it was being constructed. Pretty much any vlog that came up, I had a look to see what was going on. Which probably made it all the more disappointing, seeing how underwhelmed everyone was. Do you want to wait 40 minutes for it?
We've got to.
Yeah, let's do it. It's not going to get any better. Pretty much the only ride with any kind of weight here. So, as you probably know, there's like a Jeep that comes on. I think it's trackless. And driverless as well. I might be wrong. But it goes through the gate there, which when you're up close to it, wow. I mean, all of this is incredibly impressive. Even by Universal standards, they've really captured this. But, you know, I was coming here when Confrontation still existed in next door, you know, the original Universal. And I love that ride. As a thought, do you reckon these skulls were recycled from the original Dueling Dragons line? That might be a fact that everyone knows that but me. I'm like the only enthusiast that doesn't know. Just putting it out there. Wow. Well, so far the queue is absolutely 10 out of 10. And it's moving nicely. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Frozen. Sort your throughput out. Here's a good look at the station, because obviously I can't film on rides. Well, I must admit the throughput is really good on this. It said 40 minutes, it's been 20, and it's been moving the whole way through, which is great. Alright. Yeah, there's no restraint at all on this. Here we go. See you on the other side. Well, pleasantly surprised with that. So the queue, like I said, that's 10 out of 10. It was moving the whole way through, which meant it didn't stagnate. That's what a line should be like, constantly moving. And then the ride system, so you're sat in a sort of big truck really, but there's no restraints, which is good, so you feel a bit more free in the vehicle. And yeah, I must be honest, that was good. I think some people have been a little bit harsh on it. The video quality was so much better on that than on others, and it just made it much more visceral. And the fact that you were entirely surrounded by screens. Yeah, I'd give that 7 out of 10, I reckon. Yeah, that's how to do it if you're going to do a completely sort of screen-based thing, which it pretty much was. So I did enjoy that, but Universal, with your next big venture, no 3D glasses, please. This is one of my favourite views in the whole park. And because it's cloudy and not particularly warm today, this will probably be walk-on. Right, yeah, it's not even warm now, let alone sunny, but sod it, we're here. I want to get on this. This is one of my favourite log rooms. Love the theming as well. I know not everyone likes this kind of comic theming, and there's 2 sections in the park that are like this. But I love it. It's great contrast, both colour-wise within this theming, and also contrast in the context of the park with the more natural themed areas like Lost Continent and you know, Jurassic Park, etc. There's queue lines like this that made me wish I had a Fitbit. Hang on a minute. What's going on? I think they've messed up the ropes there somewhere. What is going on here? I might have just joined the express line. We'll soon see. Oh, it'd be easy enough to switch. I assume I'm going the right way. I don't remember this at all. Well, this looks like it's meant for tourists. Ah, now I remember this. Yeah, I remember these dudes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, front row. Man, that was wilder than I remember.
At all times.
Ugh. I can see why there's no line when the sun's not out.
Seated in your lawn until an attendant instructs you further.
I can't see why that gets so much stick. That's a great log room. It's pretty wild. I mean, they've actually introduced a proper lap bar now. That wasn't there last time, so I can understand why, because there's a couple of drops in there, and then the main one is, yeah, I can understand why. Right, I'm going to go see what my photo looks like on that. I've got the photo pass thing here, so yeah, basically unlimited photos for my duration. I was going to get in one of those $5 dryers, but it makes sense to go on this first. I can't get any wetter than I am. 5-minute wait. Hey, how you doing?
I'm alright, mateys.
Been a 5-minute wait, not even a 1-minute wait. It's part like whether you get soaked on this or not, but I may as well get soaked. Well, I just went on with those guys. They basically got away with all of it. Me, on the other hand, I thought I couldn't get any wetter. I've just become a lot wetter. I wondered to see that being one of the biggest queues in the park right now. I'm going to go back round to the one by Dudley Do Right, which I suspect will be a bit quicker to get them. That is the wildest rapids out there by a mile. Apart from maybe the one at Phantasialand. Can't remember his name. That's pretty insane. Looking forward to the one at SeaWorld, because that's going to be record breaking. But yeah, as it stands, this is the best one I've done. Right, well, we're sort of headed towards Marvel Superhero Island now. 4 rides in total, I think, here. Stormforce, I think it's like a teacup ride. Might be wrong. Doctor Doom is obviously a reverse drop tower. I don't know what you call those things. Proper drop towers are better. But they can be good fun. The first 5 seconds are fun, and then I suppose you got good views of the park from them. There it goes. I'll say it again, it's very quiet for a B&M. Should we do Spidey?
Oh yes.
Well, this was one of our most anticipated sort of re-rides of the trip, really. This is, you know, an example of how to do the 3D stuff if you're going to do screens, if you're going to do 3D glasses. This, Transformers, and, well, I must admit, and Skull Island. But that's how you do it, if you're going to do it. We have our spider dolls. 2. Thank you. Row 5. Oh, straight on. Alright. Well, that is still the best of its type in the world that I've done anyway. When I went on Transformers the other day, I thought, I think that's as good as Spider-Man. No, it ain't. That Spider-Man is still the best. Just one re-ride on Spider-Man told me that. That is 10 out of 10. That is. You know. Oh yeah. I'll do that in a bit. I must admit, sorry, I lost my train of thought there. The sort of newer rides here, or at least the ones I haven't done, I've been pretty impressed with on the whole, except for Fallon. But the original stuff, that is just one of the classic Universal rides, if not the best thing here. It's difficult trying to film it on the reverse camera. I'll get it on the next one now. It does look super smooth, I must admit. God, this must be really exciting for you. I must admit, I like the new shade of green on the track. I guess it reflects the more recent Hulk films where it was kind of a darker green shade really. I think that's the part of the old B&M track they've used there, which is a nice touch. I'm going to go down and get a better look at it. I love the way they've done this. I must admit, this is one of the most impressive looking coasters. It really is. Well, I've just done 2 rides on Hulk. To be honest, it's exactly how I remember it. Gets off to an amazing start, and then just kind of falls away. The second half of the ride seems to have a little bit more force than it used to. It's definitely better on the left than on the right. I was kind of midway both times. But I don't know. As B&M's go, it's just not a particularly memorable one. I mean, in terms of sit-downs, that is like 20% of the ride Cumber is, at best. It's still great though, but I mean, it's one of those coasters that's better off-ride than on-ride, because to look at it's just incredible. Here she comes. Don't get me wrong, it's an excellent coaster. It is an excellent coaster, it's just not my favourite, or anywhere near it. I wonder what Bollocking and Abelard's favourite of their coasters is. I don't think I've ever seen an interview where they've given their own list of favourites, you know? I think I read somewhere that they thought Nemesis was one of their finer creations, just because of the ingenuity required to, you know, circumvent all the restrictions. Right, this is the last ride in the park really that we haven't done. We're then going to go around and do Poseidon's Fury and get the train over to Diagon Alley. Sounds like the meerkat. To be honest, better than I remember. I got a good view kind of out away from the park really, but just out towards Orlando and International Drive, etc. Yeah, I prefer the normal drop towers where it takes you up slowly and then drops you, but that's still good. Still good fun. Well worth the 10-minute wait. We have arrived back at Poseidon's Fury. Britain just has nothing like this for theming. Alton Towers is good for theming, but it's not on this level. Thorpe Park, they'll say it's a theme park, it's more really it's an amusement park. Chessington's nice for theming, but again it's not on this level. Chessington, of course, was the original UK theme park. The legend that is John Wardley went in there, tasked with sorting the zoo out, and what emerged from that mission was you know, the start of Chessington as we know it today. And then phase 2 of Chessington, which was like 1990 odd, was when Transylvania came in with Professor Burp's Bubble Works, Dr. Burp, and Vampire, which used to be better because it had the swinging trains. That's how I'll kind of always remember it.
Open up your oceans, swing wide the door, let the waters rush and the oceans roar. For now is the time, with fortune and plan, your trident comes home, return to Thorpan.
That is the door.
Move quickly, for it cannot maintain its power for long.
Stay here for a second. We're going to make sure this is safe. All right, let's go. Tell somebody, come here, help me out. Anytime you need the way, let's go. This is your fate. Surrender, Darkon. This battle began 1,000 years ago. We will end it here. Once and for all. So be it. This is done! You must go, quickly! I grant a safe return to your world. Farewell! You are under the protection of Lord Poseidon. Now go!
Brilliant. Genuinely one of the best experiences in the whole park. That and Spider-Man are probably the two best things here. It's more a show than anything else, but it's been more interactive to walk through. There's like three. I captured a bit of it there, not all of it. Yeah, I forgot just how good that is. Right, we're headed in Hogsmeade direction now to get the train. Just presented our park ticket. Obviously, you need the hopper ticket if you're going to be able to make use of this service, because it does of course travel to Universal near the park. That is what used to be Dueling Dragons and Dragon Challenge. Wow. So that's as much as I can get for you at the moment in terms of construction. Huge amount of work going on there. Mixed emotions with that going at the moment, but if they put something amazing in its place then great, but if not, that's the first ever B&M ride to be taken apart. I thought it would have been moved somewhere else. Somewhere that would have potentially looked at getting them dueling again. But it wasn't to be. Oh, no, maybe not. Oh, maybe not. But yeah. Obviously not a proper steam train, but I love the way they've gone for the coal and the authenticity and everything. Now, as you probably know, I can't do any filming on this, so I'll just have to review it on the other side for you. It was amazing. Right, I'm not going to film when it starts. Cabin F, here we go. Well, we've just alighted from our locomotive and we are now at 9 3/4. Back in London. About 7 days too early. We're going to be coming back on this shortly and heading back where we came from anyway, so we can catch the Hogwarts Christmas stuff that's new for this year. It's only been going for a couple of weeks, I think. Well, here we are. I'll see you guys back in Hogsmeade shortly. Cabin B, here we go. Alright. We're back in Hogsmeade. We just spent an hour or so in Diagon Alley. Just kicking around, you know, loitering. Can't wait for this. It's the first time I've seen any of this at night. Those lights through the trees are diggers on the new project. Formerly the dragons in their various forms. It is stunning. It's actually raining. Only slightly, and it's not like British rain. It's quite nice warm drizzle, you know. This is incredible. So, need to find a good spot here. You can actually see where the projections come from if you look carefully. Sorry to literally spoil the magic for you. It's quite a cloudy night tonight as well, which really helps with the atmosphere. that was just unbelievable. I'll say it again, unbelievable. Well guys, I don't know what to say after that. That was just the greatest thing of its kind I've ever seen by a mile. Alright, I'm going to wrap this up now because we're heading for the exit. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Highlighted today, there have been many. All of the new things that I've experienced today have delivered, even Reign of Kong in a way, because I was expecting that to be crap and it surpassed my expectations. So the absolute highlight has to be that, just then. Amazing. Cheers! Disappointment, I suppose if there was one it'd be Hulk, but I still enjoyed that. It's just that for all the money they must have spent rebuilding it. I'm being a bit harsh, it's still great. Cheers! Everyone's really friendly here. Now, I must say, with this area, Islands of Adventure, Hogsmeade and Diagon Alley at Universal Studios, I think they've outdone Disney, they really have. Anyway, I don't know what the next vlog will be, I haven't defined the order yet, but thanks for watching. Goodbye. So, a little bonus for you. I did just have to stop and film this on the way out. Incredible. Alright, good night, take two. Oh, maybe not. You can hear the screams from over here. Wow. Alright, Godspeed. Good night, everyone.